Hey guys, Zabermoul here. Today I'm gonna go over all my add-ons since I keep getting a ton of PMs and comments about my add-ons and my UI. And the old video I had is somewhat out of date, so I thought I'd make a new one for you guys. So let's get started. Up here on the top, I'm using something called Titan Panel. I used to use something called Foobar, but that is out of date now, so I switched over to Titan Panel, and it pretty much has the same features. You know, it has a you can get these extra add-ons for Titan Panel, and so you got Titan Panel location, for example. It shows you where you are, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Titan Panel currency shows you how much gold you have, how many justice points, valor points, so on and so forth you have. Then you got this Titan Panel repair. Now you can set this up to automatically repair once you speak with the repair guy, and if your guild has guild repairs, you can also set it up to use the guild bank to repair with. So that's really awesome. You have a Titan, if I can get away from this, Titan Panel performance shows you your FPS. Obviously my FPS is a little low now because I'm recording. Your milliseconds shows you how much bandwidth you're using, so on and so forth. All this stuff, right? Roll window, when you're rolling for loot, how many people are online in your guild at the moment. And these buttons over here for Recount, I'll just double click on that. Recount pops up, so I'm using Recount as well. And Atlas and Atlasloot, so you click on that and Atlasloot pops up. And OMEN, obviously I'm using OMEN when I'm PvEing. And just a clock. So that's about it, what I'm using for Titan Panel. All this black stuff down here, that's something called Skinner. And you guys might be saying, because I know some people have been saying this in the past as well, and well, yeah, whatever. They say, well, this stuff is taking up space on your screen, and that's both yes and no. I'll actually just go into the interface and show you guys real fast what I'm talking about here, because this comes with something called a viewport. I'm actually right in there right now. So the viewport right here, if I set that down to 0, that's how it would normally look, my screen, right? So you see that my tune is pushed down here. There's this little gap here. But if you turn up the bottom viewport, see, if I turn it up, it was at 190 SD, but see, now it just becomes black. See, it pushes the screen into this widescreen mode. So if you look at the tree over here and I turn it down, the tree actually disappears. So even with this on, you actually get better visibility, okay? Especially from the sides. You're tanking, there's mobs running in from the side, you can see them easily. It's a really nice add-on. I'll just set this to 190 again. There we go. But viewport, it's really awesome. This black gradient stuff that you see down here, it's as default set to skin the character sheet as well. And also when you want to queue up for dungeons, that's skinned as well. I've disabled all that though. I didn't want that being skinned. I just wanted it for the bottom part for my buttons and all that stuff. And yeah, so that's Skinner. Really good add-on. I love it. I've been using it for a long time, since the beginning of Wrath actually. Down here, my chat add-on here, you can see it shows class color of the people that are typing. So I know this is a paladin, this is a warrior, so on and so forth. You can also, if there's a link, you can click on the link and it'll pop up. I can actually also right click and say I want to copy text, but it only wants to copy that, I guess. Oh well. You can also say you want to copy to edit box. There you go. Then you could just highlight it all, Control C, and then paste it wherever you want, right? And it's a really good add-on, even for whispers. I won't go there since I have a whisper now, but you can set up timestamps, so it shows you exactly when people have written you something. But I have whispers in a separate window and real ID in a separate window. So yeah, that's Prat. Really good, really awesome add-on. My buttons down here, they consist of a bunch of add-ons. For example, if I use my Horn of Winter right now, you see it goes on cooldown here. This cooldown timer is called OmniCC. I've been using this add-on. I was using this in Burning Crusade even. It's really, really good. Because it shows you the timer of, well, the cooldown timer. It's really awesome. I like that. But I'm using Bartender for my buttons, and I'm using something called Masque. Now, Masque is a skinning add-on for your buttons. It also skins my buffs and debuffs. I'll go over what that add-on is in a few seconds. But Masque is a skinning add-on, so you have to get a skin for that add-on. So I'm using, for my buttons, I'm using something called Darion. So Masque Darion. And for my buffs and debuffs, I'm using something called Caith. So that's called Masque Caith. And that's what basically skins the button to look like this. And it's I like this add-on a whole lot, and it just makes your buttons look a lot more neat. So yeah, so it consists of Bartender, Masque, and then a Masque skin, some kind of a skin, and then OmniCC. That's what I'm using. My buffs up here and debuffs that will be shown down here in a row downwards. That is Satrina buff frames. Some of these add-ons I've seen, the buff add-ons you can get, you can't right click to remove buffs like this, for example, and you can with Satrina buff frames, and it's I really like it. It's very customizable. You can customize it a lot, and I've been using this for a long time as well. It's really, really good. Oh yeah, my tooltip add-on. See down here in the corner. That's something called what's it called again? TipTac. TipTac. See, it shows me what guild I'm in and what rank I am in the guild. So yeah, as you can see, I'm the GM in this guild. I just made a new guild not too long ago. That's a whole nother story. But it also shows the talent, what my talent spec is, and all that stuff. If I hover my mouse over someone else, see if I can find someone. This guy. Loading, it says he's an elemental. So I mean, it's really, really good. I can even see what rank he is in this guild. He's a social rank. So that's TipTac. My player frames, target frames, and raid and party frames that would be shown up here. That consists of 3 add-ons. That's OUF. That's a skinning add-on. Then you need a skin for the add-on, and I'm using OUF Lumen. Really, really good one. There's tons of skins out there for OUF. But on top of that, I'm using something called OUF Movable Frames. So if I do a /OMF, there we go. I can move these around. I won't do it now because then it'll just get messed up. But I can drag these as much as I want. Even my focus and all that stuff I can drag around. The frames up here, if you're in a group with someone, you can move those around. I believe I could have dragged this one if I wanted to, just by clicking on it and dragging it, but I don't want to because then I'll just mess up wherever I've positioned all my stuff. So yeah, so OUF Lumen, and OUF Movable Frames. Now, the thing about this actual skin and the skins you get for it, if you want them to look in a certain way or whatever, you need to go in and customize a file. I'll probably make a tutorial about how I've done this in a separate video, because these the runes that's part of OUF Lumen as well. So the runes here, they were all flat with the new version of OUF Lumen. So I had to change that on my own. Also with the cast bar. See, showing my target's cast bar up here and my own cast bar down here. And I had to move this in this config file. But I can show this in another video if you guys want that. And what else? I think, oh yeah, then I'm using Gladius. There we go. And Gladius, I should probably have done it as a test instead. /Gladius test. So this is what I use for PvP. On the side here you see these small icons. It's to show diminishing returns on certain abilities that you've used for CC in arenas. So it's really good, and also it shows the timer when someone uses their PvP trinket. It shows how long time there's left until their trinket is ready again. So yeah, I've been using this for a long time. Gladius is a really awesome add-on. Minimap, that's SexyMap I'm using down here. You can skin this to look in a lot of different ways. I just like the way it looks now. And you can also scale it to look different. And also you can see it hides everything until I hover my mouse over SexyMap, so that's really awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to look at I have a list on the other monitor here just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. For see here, my damage font is different. That's something called NiceDamage. I'm not sure you can get that on Curse, but you can find that one on wowinterface.com. And when I get a crit, let's see if I can get a killing machine. There was one crit, but whatever. There we go. Bam. So my crit's showing up down here. Why is it only showing with the... There we go. 2 hits. That's mixed scrolling battle text. I already have a tutorial up on my channel about how I set that up to only show the crits. There's an annotation on the screen right now to go back to that one. If you want to see how I set that up. This one here, and you saw me when I had the killing machine procs as well. It had an aura down here. That's Power Auras Classic. I can probably make another video about how to use this add-on and set up these auras. If you guys want that as well, leave me a comment and I'll make a tutorial about that. But there's tons of tutorials on YouTube already. But if you want my point of view and my take on it, then yeah, leave me a comment and I'll probably make a tutorial about that. But yeah, also when my abilities came off cooldown, I'll just do a few blood boils here. And as soon as this goes off cooldown, it'll show up here. There you go. That's something called Doom Cooldown Pulse. Really awesome add-on. I love this one. Because I don't have to look at my bars at all. So when I'm attacking stuff and I'm just nuking the shit out of... let's see here. Whenever my Howling Blast is ready, Obliterate's ready. So I only have to look here on my target at all times, and my visible eye will pretty much catch whatever is around here. There we go. That means my trinket is ready, my Aberitis trinket is ready. So yeah, what else? What else? Oh yeah, my health plates, almost forgot those. That's tidy plates and tidy plates thread plates. So the thread plates are just another skin for tidy plates. Yeah, that's what I'm using for my my health plates, and it shows the debuffs on my target. So if I just do a plague strike, oh yeah, well now I got the thread or whatever on this target. So it's really small. Whatever, it won't be this small when you're on an actual target in PvP or in PvE. What else? Oh yeah, the timers here above that's showing that I just had killing machine and the blood plague and whatever. That is part of OUF Lumen as well. That's not a separate add-on. And I'm just checking again. Deadly boss mods I'm using, of course, for PvE and OMEN. I think I've mentioned that before. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything for you guys. SexyMap, Satrina buff frames. Oh yeah, I'm using an add-on called Rune-It-All. I don't know if it's still bugged, but OUF was bugged in the past, at least. So even though it was showing my runes down here, it wanted to show the Blizzard's default rune frames. So I'm using an add-on called Rune-It-All. I'll just go into the interface again. Just minimize this. Where's Rune-It-All? There it is. So I'll just unlock runes and scale them up. See, now they're up here, right? So what I've done is I've just scaled them down so they're really small, and I've hidden behind my player frame down here, so that way they won't pop up ever. Recount, yeah, and Prat, I've talked about that. Powers, Classic, OUF, OmniCC, OMEN, NiceDamage, Mixed Scrolling, Battle Text, Masque. Oh yeah, another add-on I'm using is Interface. You've probably seen this in my PvP videos. Now this looks weird when I'm showing you this now, but this one, and these over here are not used. They don't pop up at all. I think that they only pop up if you're using the standard Blizzard frames or something. But this one down here, this one shows up. Now, if you get in a CC, or if you get snared or rooted or whatever in PvP, it will show as a debuff underneath you, and it uses the cooldown timer from that I have down here on my buttons, OmniCC. It uses that in there as well. So when you get in a deep freeze or you get sheeped or whatever, it will show you how long time there's left on that sheep or whatever that's on you. Really, really nice add-on. I like this one. I could have made custom debuffs and with Satrina buffs frames and setup, but I just thought it was easier just using one single add-on to do all that for me. Gladius, error. Oh yeah, error filter. So when I'm spamming my buttons here, I don't get it. See, it said I'm too far away there because I started spamming my buttons or whatever. Was trying to auto attack. But see, I'm spamming my buttons and there's no red error text up here at all. And that's error filter that I'm using. Let me just see here. Doom cooldown pulse, I covered that. Button facade, Atlasloot. I think I've gone through everything except for one last add-on. And that is this one. When I'm tanking, I'm using, well, you guys saw that in the Blood PvP video I posted as well. But this keeps track of my vengeance, pretty much. Instead of it showing, it still shows up as a buff up here, but down here it fills up with red. And shows me how much attack power I've gained through vengeance. And that's pretty much what it does. So that one's called Vengeance Status. And that should be it. That's all my add-ons, guys. That's all of them. All the add-ons are listed in the description box below, so go check there. And you'll find a list of all the add-ons. Most of them can be found on the Curse client. If you can't find them there, go to wowinterface.com. There's a link to wowinterface.com in the description as well. But yeah, that's it. I will be making a complete UI pack again, a new UI pack. It should be up very soon. I'm just setting up the last final things. And I found a new way to make it easy for you guys to set it up. So I hope this those that want to get this entire UI pack is gonna like that. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So take care, have fun, and see you all in the next one. Bye.